moving on. Sam says, do you show how to create a lead management app included as part of the mastermind? Yes. Do you provide snapshots? Yes. Or do we need to find our own developers? No, no, no. I have snapshots for service-based businesses. Let me pause the screen. I'll give you an example. Well, let's just check here. I should have this. I'm in the Hampton Roads Felling Pro sub account right now. So let's go take a look at the opportunity pipeline for this. Now, this is a brand new site, but here is the leads pipeline. So this is how I have the app set up, snapshot set up, because again, most of the businesses that we do the DHA program for are service-based businesses. And so that's what I've got developed, just to be clear. If you're not in a service-based business, then you might want to change the pipeline stages, etc. But this is the app that I set up where the quote request comes in via either web form from the site. So in other words, let's go back to the Hampton Roads Felling Pro. If somebody clicks on this button here and then they fill out this form, that's going to automatically create an opportunity card in the quote request pipeline stage. Okay. So let me just, well, I'm not going to have all that on here, but let me see if I could just add a quick one. See, this is a brand new site. There's no contacts in it. Let me find one that's got, give me 1 second, guys, because I want to demonstrate this. We'll come in here. Stand by for a minute. All right. So this is one of my lead gen brands. And so this is the master brand account. So this is where all the leads from that brand come into this one account. And then I've got separate sub accounts for contractors, etc. that then there's an automation to push the lead from this sub account into the appropriate sub account for the contractor that's going to service that lead. So that's why you don't see any other of these 729 tree service leads in any of these other stages, because this is just a master account. This used as like a bucket to collect all of the leads from the different GBPs that I have for that brand, if that's clear. Then there's an automation that then pushes this contact to the appropriate sub account for whichever contractor is servicing that lead. Okay, hopefully that's clear. But anyways, now I can demonstrate, because there is there's contact cards here, or opportunity cards, excuse me, is when the either when the web form is submitted, like I just mentioned, or in this case, I have for most of my lead gen, well, all of my lead gen, and in most of my tree service contractors, we set up an answering service. Currently, I use Answer Connect. I have been since 2014. This is the company that I've been using for our 24-hour a day, 7-day a week, 365-day a year answering service. Then I have a Zap from this service that then pushes the contact record into high level as well. So whether we get a web form lead or a phone lead, all those leads come in here. So for example, if I scroll in here, this one was usually it says how it comes in, but I'm not sure why it doesn't say that, because sometimes it'll say web form lead, other times it'll say a phone lead. But in any case, all of the leads come in either through the phone call or through the web form. They get pushed in. It creates an opportunity card in the quote request column. At this point, it sends a notification to the contractor that they got a lead in that they need to reply to. So the contractor then comes into the app, whether it's on their phone or on a Chromebook. And I recommend to most of my tree guys to use the phone, or excuse me, to use a Chromebook for this, but it can be done on a phone. They click into the opportunity card. They call the contact. Then they click on book appointment. And from right here, they select, oh, God damn it. It must be because I don't have it set up in here. But there's two calendars. I'm just going to go back to the Hampton Roads one just because I know that snapshot. Remember, that was just a master account. So that's not actually one of the sub accounts I use to distribute leads. That's why that's not set up. But in any case, when they come in here, they're going to add the opportunity card, and then they're going to select the calendar, right? There's two calendars. There's a quotes calendar and a jobs calendar. And so they select in that opportunity card which calendar they're going to. So if it's a quote, they're going to select the quotes calendar. And while they're talking to the contact, they're going to figure out what day and time is best. And then they're going to schedule it right there. Once they click schedule and hit save, it's going to automatically move that card into the quote scheduled stage. Then it sends a confirmation message, email, and SMS to the contact. So that's the consumer that's requesting the estimate. And then it sends a confirmation message to the contractor as well. Then the contractor goes out on the date scheduled for that job, and then they survey the job and they write up the estimate. And then they put in the opportunity card. And again, sorry, I don't have this set up in one that, in one of my, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to one of my lead buyers that I know it's set up properly. And in fact, let's go to this one right there. This is one of my tree contractors in Culpeper, Virginia, that does use the pipeline. Okay, so anyways, once the quote goes out, once they go out and look at the job, then here's an example. Then they put in the opportunity value the value of the estimate, the contract price for that job. Does that make sense? And then once they go out, survey the job, that's the quote request appointment that was created, and this sends notification reminders, by the way. It sends initially when the confirmation it sends the confirmation message that the appointment's been scheduled. Then 24 hours ahead of time, it sends a appointment reminder to the contractor and to the consumer, SMS and email. And then 2 hours ahead of the scheduled appointment time, it sends a notification message, SMS and email to the consumer, and also an SMS to the contractor to remind them that they've got a quote scheduled, that they have to be a quote appointment in 2 hours. Okay, hopefully that's clear. Then when the contractor goes out, surveys the job, he then puts the value of the job, like this one you can see is $5,000, puts it in there, clicks update, and then moves the card to the proposal pending stage. They can either move the card manually or they can select proposal pending from here and click update when they add the values. It's going to move it into the proposal pending. When it does then is 3 days later, it sends a reminder to the consumer. Hey, this is just a friendly reminder that we have a pending proposal for the tree service work that you had us prepare an estimate for. Kindly respond back to let us know if you accept the job or if you want to push it out to a later date, blah, blah, blah. And then I think another 2 or 3 days later, it sends another reminder. So it's a quote reminder to respond to the pending proposal or estimate. Then if they decide that they want to do the job, then they're going to call or reply back to the contractor and say, hey, yeah, we're ready to schedule this job. And so then they come right back into the opportunity card, click book update appointment, and then they're going to select tree service jobs. Then while they're talking to the prospect or the consumer, whatever, and then they're going to schedule the job appointment. And once they do that, it's going to move into the job scheduled stage. And it's the exact same sequence of reminders, confirmation message, 24 hours ahead and 2 hours ahead. And then once they're done, they mark it as complete, mark it as one and complete, and then it goes automatically out and sends the review request to the consumer to post a review. It's a very simple system that's set up, but it works very well for tree contractors. It's only a 5-stage pipeline, and I find it easy for most tree contractors. The younger ones, they use it. The older guys, they don't. Just to be clear, I've got a lot of tree contractors that are older guys, and they just don't want to use. They don't want to use the app at all, and that's fine. But I have younger guys that do. And this is how I set it up because it's simple. It's a 5-stage pipeline. It's very simple to manage. Okay. And it can be done on a phone, but it's definitely easier on a Chromebook. Okay. Anyway, yes, all of that is available in the snapshots that I provide inside the mastermind.